Hey Aquarius, welcome to Dark Eve Tarot. I am Eve, and we're gonna get you a message and see what something that's going on, something that's being portrayed, and then we're gonna look underneath it. And we're gonna start with Oracle. We're gonna get an Oracle card for each section. Huh. So we have card number 10, Fallen Angel. What is that about? With your cement wings there, what's going on? I don't know, I kind of get the feeling that you might be portraying yourself as someone who is not as innocent as you actually are. Trying to give yourself a bad boy impression. All right, let's see here. And you wanted to use the Dream Keepers tarot for this section here, so perhaps there is a little bit of imagination at play as to what you're portraying. Okay, so we have King of Pentacles and the Sun. Now with the King of Pentacles here, he has one hand behind his back here, so I feel like there's definitely something you're not revealing here. And we have the Sun here, and it's kind of like, I don't know, like, are you kind of, it's like playing princess or something. What is that? What is that about? Now we have Three of Pentacles here, and this Three of Pentacles card, it always bothers me in this deck because it's Three of Pentacles, but there's two figures. So where's the third figure? Is the third figure this moth? Is that like kind of like the spirit element of it? But there's something off. Like there's something like you've got someone here, which is probably you, with your hand behind your back. So you're hiding something, right? And it has something to do with, pentacles, which could be money, like maybe not revealing how much money you actually have. Like, oh look, no, I've just got this dollar right here. Never mind the, you know, $1,000 I have behind my back or something like that. Or coming across like you can't afford something when you can. Kind of what that's kind of what it looks like here. It's like here, it's like you're holding just one coin here, but you probably have a bunch of coins behind your back. But like with this Sun card, it's like it's very extravagant, right? Like I had said playing princess, like you actually can afford a whole lot more than what you're letting on. And so this whole fallen angel with the cement wings, it's almost like giving the impression that you're worse off than you really are. Like these wings are probably not even cement. You know what I mean? And I don't know if this is just your ability to relate to people. Could very well be Aquarius because I know that you have a lot of like humanitarian type aspects within you. And so now we get to the card that bothers me, the three of Pentacles. And see, like if you look at the reflection, I don't know if you can see that. Can you see the reflection? It's kind of like I mean there's heads, right? But like it's like what we see is like two headless beings. They have no head. This person has a like a butterfly with unicorn thing. I don't know. For their head, this person has a pentacle for a head. It's just all over the place. But really, these people are working together. Like in the reflection, they're holding hands. They're holding both of their hands. So there is some kind of working together here. So I don't know if you're giving this impression to give the appearance that you are working with someone, like, oh man, I'm totally down on your level, and blah blah blah, when all all the while you're like, yeah man, I'm like so far above you, you don't even know. I mean, I don't know. I guess it really depends on where the intentions lie here, or what situation we're talking about. And again, it's the dream keeper, so I tend to get all over the place with this because of the images. But the King of Pentacles is very slow moving, so it's like the slow growth of happiness depends on whether how well you work with others. And what you're holding in the middle here, these two people that are working together, possibly two people working together with spirit watching, is you're both holding onto this jug, and the jug is the moon. It's the unknown. It's almost like you're getting advice from someone on how to perpetuate this illusion. And I don't mean to come off as all suspiciousy, but there's definitely some illusory play here that's going on, and there's probably a purpose behind it or a reason behind it. But this is just what's kind of like on the surface. So let's peel back a layer. Let's go underneath. Oh. So we have the individuation card here, and there is some shadow here. We've got some shadow here. So really, okay. So this King of Pentacles here with the hand behind the back. It looks as if you're hiding something, perhaps more money. You know what I mean? But here, it's a little bit darker than that. It's a little bit darker than that. So what are we really talking about? Because here it feels like this cellar, like a cellar area, like a dark place, perhaps where you keep your shadows, the shadows you don't want to look at, right? But there is this staircase here on the side of the card, so there's a way to traverse, right? And perhaps this fallen angel can get down here. You know what I mean? It's almost like you can change the weight of your wings, Aquarius, where you could rise up and do some things, or you can sink down and do other things. I don't know, but you're able to maneuver between this dark, shadowy place and a place that actually is illuminated, because we have the sun here, and we also have the sun right here. So Two of Swords, this can be an indecision card, but it's also just kind of confirming what we have above here, which is there is some kind of unseen. It's like you you have made the choice to not fully present what's going on with yourself for some reason. For some reason. Aha! I was right. You are holding back some kind of money. You don't want people to know. It's like you don't want people to know how much money you have. And even here on the Three of Pentacles card, it's like you've got pentacles in the air, money in the air, right? Talk of money, and you're trying to, you're creating this potion, right? This bottled moon, And what is the moon? The moon is mystery, right? So it's like it's like you're creating a mystery about how much abundance you actually have. And and you've made the decision to do this. You're completely okay with it. Because it's almost like you've been in a place, like this place is vacant. There's no possessions here. There's no material items. You know what I mean? Or there are no material items. It's like you've already been without. You've been with lack. You know all about it, which is how you're able to portray it. So there is a part of this where you're not really giving two shits what anyone thinks. This is, you don't necessarily care, but you do a little bit, because otherwise you wouldn't worry about this illusion, or you wouldn't be wasting your time with this illusion. Queen of Pentacles. Weird. It's like there's this like an unexpected windfall or unexpected fortune that's kind of got you boggled in some way. It's like you don't want people to know that you're that well off. Because here we've got the Nine of Pentacles, and, she's kind of flaunting it. Fancy clothes, standing in a winery with a fancy bird, you know what I mean? This is flaunting. And it's funny because it's right underneath the sun, which was my first clue that you're hiding, something fancy. Here we have the Queen of Pentacles, and she's sitting there alone, focusing on this pentacle. And it's right underneath the Three of Pentacles, which, is that confusing card for me because there's not three people in this card. There's only two. But what's interesting is that it's like you're still focusing on the pentacles here. So really, there's probably isn't even two people. It's probably just you. It's like illusion within an illusion or something. It's just you thinking about this pentacle. And because it's the Queen of Pentacles, it's like you've already, I almost feel like it's like you've already been there, done that, bought the t-shirt, all that shit, right? So you've already been without. You've already been destitute. You know what that feels like. You're not going back there again. But you do not want people to think that you're some kind of like, spoiled, I don't know, have a spoiled person with everything handed to you on a platter and shit, because you're not that person either. So it's almost like you're struggling between these two things. It's like, man, how do I give the impression that I'm not that rich, because I don't want people to just want to be around me because I'm rich or whatever. You know what I mean? You don't want fake friends. So the only advice I'm gonna get here is really just blending these two together to just be more authentic. So how can you be more authentic with this situation? We're gonna get the bottom card from each deck. Just see what the advice is. Okay, so we have card 27, which is light. What's illuminated here? So there is a window looking out at a tree. I want to say that this window belongs in this room here somewhere, because it's like this window is facing, I don't know where it's facing, but it's it's like the illumination here that's in this card is from this window. So what are we illuminating here? Page of Swords. And you notice how there is light kind of shining on top of her here. And it's like once she gets a whiff of that light, and it's funny because even this fallen angel is looking up at this light. That's a key here, this light. It's causing her to go, wait a second. Wait a second. I mean, I'm not going to say it's like an epiphany moment because it's not that profound, but it's like, wait. I know what to do. Okay, okay. So you're just gonna know, you're gonna know what to do. And your key here, because that's what this is. It's kind of like with this light, with this light here, and the light is illumination, like something, like seeing something that was in the dark or seeing something that you didn't see before. So it's like when you get a whiff of this thing that you didn't notice before. It's like you're gonna go, wait a minute, and then, I know what to do. So, I don't know that that's necessarily advice for you. The advice is to pay attention to those little nudges, because something is going to be revealed to you. I want to say, like, this here, this blindfold is coming off. Things are going to be a little bit more clear to you, and then I feel like you're not going to have to do all of this juggling and a sleight of hand and that kind of stuff, because this can get really tiresome after a while. But you're gonna know what to do, Aquarius. You're gonna know exactly what to do. All right, Aquarius, this is your reading. If it resonates, great. If it does not resonate, do not push it to, and I'll see you later.